One of the things that you need to do in order to be a vessel of honor is to check and guard your content. Your content is very, very important. A container is valuable dependent on the content it carries. You are a vessel that God has brought, and God wants you to carry something. So it's important for you to check your content. Paul himself speaks, and he says in 2 Corinthians chapter 4 verse 7, but we have this treasure in earthen vessels. We have this treasure in earthen vessels, so that the excellency of the power may be of God and not of us. So we are like, he puts us as vessels of earth. So what makes us valuable and what makes you valuable is the content inside, the treasure that is in the vessel. Understand, for you to be honorable, for you to be valuable, you have to make sure you check your content. Solomon taught, and he said in Proverbs chapter 4 verse 23, that keep your hearts with all diligence, for out of it flows the issues of life. Jesus in Matthew chapter 15 verse 11, he said that a man is not defiled by what enters into him, but what comes out of him. It is what comes out of you that shows the content that is inside. It's like sitting with a fool. A fool will look wise when he's not speaking anything. When he's silent in the company of wise men, he'll be considered wise. But as soon as he begins to open his mouth, then they begin to understand the content in him. It opens him up. It is the content that makes you valuable. One thing you need to understand is that you need to be carrying God. As a vessel, contain God. Have God in you. God is the one that makes you valuable. God is the one that adds value in you. God is the treasure that you need to carry as the earthen vessel. Anyone who gets into contact with you, let them get into contact with God. What comes from you, let it be from God. Let it be God that is coming out from you, so that people can get in contact and interact with him. Then also understand, as you walk as a container, don't have pride. Be humble. Paul says, so that the excellency of the power of God will not be for us, it will be unto God. Because as an earthen vessel, you have no pride. You cannot pride in yourself. You only pride in the content that is in. So it is the treasure that makes the earthen vessel very valuable. It is God who makes you valuable. So even if you have wisdom, you have special talents, you have all these things that gives you a niche over others, that makes you have a command of an area, please don't be at a place where you carry yourself with the spirit of pride. Understand, it is God who gives it to you. A man receives nothing unless it comes from God. So make sure you walk with humility. Then understand also, very, very important, as a container, you should not change the content. Don't let the content be contaminated. Carry yourself in a way that the content will not be contaminated. If the content is contaminated, then you do not become a vessel of honor. A vessel of honor is a vessel that carries content and does not flavor it with itself. So when people interact with you, are they meeting God? Or they find a God that is flavored? They find a God that is diluted? They find a God that is alloyed? It's important for you to understand you need to present God, or you need to present what God has given unto you in its pure form. That is your work as a container. I want to encourage you, be a vessel of honor by making sure you check and guard your content. See you tomorrow.